Hi everyone, I am Amogh Kumbargeri. I am an assistant professor of marketing at the School of Management, Mahindra University. I have done my PhD in consumer psychology from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and I generally work in the area of brands and consumer decision making. Brand activism is when brands take a political stand on prevailing political social issues. For instance, many brands took a stand supporting Black Lives Matter movement. For instance, Nike ran a campaign called as just don't do it, for once just don't do it, and this referred to don't ignore the racial problems in America. Second, Airbnb ran a campaign called as We Accept. So where they emphasize that they accept everyone irrespective of their caste, color, creed, religion, sexual orientation, etc. So this was in response to Donald Trump's refugee ban. Closer home, we have seen brands like Tanishq celebrate interfaith marriages, and brands like Manyavar taking a stand on a ritual called as Kanyadan in Indian marriages. Most commonly, brands use activism as a strategy to differentiate themselves from other brands. They hope that by doing this, they'll make the brands more meaningful for consumers and help them connect well with the brands and eventually prefer them over their competitors. Also, this might have benefits in terms of attracting employees and retaining current employees if the company is seen to be as a morally conscious company. Also, taking a political stand is an inherently risky issue because all political matters are divisive and people will feel strongly either for it or against it. So if some of your consumers feel strongly against the stand that you have taken, they will start talking negatively about you, disconnect from you, and that might hurt your brand. And alternatively, those who agree with the stand that you have taken, if they feel that your stand is just a marketing gimmick and the brand does not genuinely care about the issue that it's talking about, that again will not help the brand and rather hurt the brand. So these are few risks that you have to be mindful of when you are taking a political stand. To reduce the risks associated with brand activism, companies should broadly be mindful of three aspects. One, the stand that the brand is taking should be consistent with the internal company policies. For example, if your brand is taking a stand in support of Black Lives Matter and your company policies don't have affirmative action, or if there are many reported instances of racial discrimination, then the stand that you will take will hurt your brand rather than help it. Second, you should be mindful that the political stand taken by your brand is consistent with the identity of the brand. For example, if your brand is a fun brand, is a quirky brand, and then it takes a stand on some very serious issue, which is very far removed from its identity, the theme that it operates on, then it would come across as inauthentic. And third and most important, you should be mindful of what your current and your future customers think. So whether the stand that you're taking, is it consistent with their beliefs, their thinking? So if it is not consistent, then they might react negatively and it might commercially hurt your brand. But this consideration is important. It depends on what are the objectives of your brand activism. So if the objective is to bring about a social or political change, it's okay if your current consumers disagree, your future consumers might agree. But if your objective is to maximize current commercial gain, then you have to be mindful of what your current consumers and your potential consumers think about the issue that you're taking the stand on. So the bottom line of the story is be authentic and be clear on what are the goals of your brand activism. Is it political or is it commercial? Thank you.